Meet up close and personal, an award-winning educator, Dr. Grace Dawson. Dr. Dawson will share with us why education is the key to success. Welcome to The Greatness in You. I'm Will Horton. Today, our topic is education. Joining me today to talk about education is Dr. Grace Dawson. Welcome to The Greatness in You, Dr. Dawson.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
You're an award-winning educator with 40 years of experience in education. What are your beliefs as an educator?
Well, I believe that every child, every person can learn and can learn to his or her personal best. I believe that having high expectations for our students make the difference, and taking the time to work with them and show them what to do when they don't know and don't know how to do it, and helping them to overcome any obstacle that they have. Teaching is my passion, and my belief in young people and older people, because I've taught adults too, is that they can accomplish much with great teachers.
In fact, you've been recognized for your leadership and guidance with new teachers. You've been known as a person to stand firm on your beliefs under protest and with parents. Tell me about those experiences.
Well, I'll tell you this first. I didn't want to and intend to have to stand firm, but I came from a family, and my mother always told us, if you believe in something, stand up for it. And if you don't stand up for it, then you'll fall down for anything. So when I judge my principles and I make a decision, and I try to make it with God's guidance and with much thought, then I have to not back down. And I do have a problem backing down. So when I decide that this is what we should do, discussed it with others to make sure we're making the right choice, then that's what I do.
Are schools failing our children? I know you turned around a failing school.
Well, I've turned around several failing schools, but I think now that people have become so disenchanted. Educators have been maligned, and they have been told that they are not doing a good job. So people are, you look for someone to blame, and instead of believing what you can do and making a difference. And my motto to my teachers when I was the principal and over dropout prevention, anybody that I had it, I said, these kids take care of us. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have the Jaguars and the Mercedes-Benz. We wouldn't have the Armani suits. We wouldn't have the things that we enjoy materially. So we need to treat them right and treat them fairly.
Exactly. What can educators do to help our children succeed?
I think educators have to be retrained, have professional development. That was one of the things I did when I had principal of 4 different schools, is to make sure we had effective professional development so teachers would be able to utilize those skills to help kids who needed it. You can't teach. It's not one size fits all. You have to find out where the child is, to discover what he needs, and then give it to them.
Now, you work with both the teachers and the parents. So talk to me about what parents can do to help their children succeed as well. It's just not the teacher, because the parent is the child's first teacher.
Absolutely. And right now, after all of these years of work, I'm still working. And I do consulting, and we do a lot of parent training. But I found out way back in the day when I was a first grade teacher that parents have to be involved in their child's education. We cannot do it alone. The parent, the student, and the teacher must be involved. So therefore, the teacher, I would invite parents to come in and sit in the back of the room while I taught. Most parents, when they don't know what the teacher does. So they had to see what I did. So I have 30 parents in the back of the classroom while I'm teaching. When you come into the class to talk to the teacher, most times they don't see the teacher teaching. The teacher stops to talk to the parent. The principal's role is to have training for parents so they will know how to assist their kids at home. They have to be involved in their child's educational and academic success, now more than ever. And we as educators must take charge to see that parents are involved, feel welcome, feel valued, feel that they can make a difference.
Let's talk a little bit more about the teachers, the educators, and their roles.
The educator's role is to see that the child has learned from day one to the end of the semester all that they can give them. Our children, especially African American children, and why they say our schools are failing is because when they get in school, sometimes they come out knowing less than they did when they went into school. We are responsible for making sure that they learn all they need to know to be able to negotiate life.
Do you support the longer school days? Do you think that's necessary?
Only if something is happening during the longer school day. I went to school half a day up through 6th grade, 4 hours, because there were 48 kids in the classroom and we had double shift. I learned a lot in those 4 hours. So the longer school day is excellent, but something has to be happening that's good for the children, well planned, well thought out, and productive.
We have to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Discover the personal powers that unlock the genius and greatness in you. Will Horton, author of the Wisdom for Greatness series, has written a breakthrough book, The 30 Power Principles, 30 life-changing principles that will help to give birth to your greatness. The 30 Power Principles can help you awaken and bring forth infinite possibilities for happiness, health, success, and greatness. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
The 52 Principles for Successful Living, Keys to Success and Victorious Living by Will Horton will elevate your mind, lift your spirit, and take you to the pinnacle of success. They provide the key to success. They will connect you to the power of your higher self. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Wisdom Keys, Great Proverbs and Sayings by Will Horton is a 4-book collection of timeless proverbs and sayings that provide sage advice and guidance for successful living. They are a fountain of knowledge that will inspire, motivate, and empower you to achieve greatness. Book 1, Ability to Extraordinary. Book 2, Failure to Knowledge. Book 3, Lack to Purpose. Book 4, Quarrel to You. Will Horton's Proverbs and Sayings are rules of conduct for successful living. Buy the 4-book set at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500.
Welcome back. We're talking about education with Dr. Grace Dawson. Education is freedom. It gives you the freedom to achieve your dreams. Number 1, education is the process of getting ready for success. Education may be expensive, but think about the cost of ignorance. Number 2, prepare your mind. It is the gateway to knowledge. Knowledge is power for success. Number 3, nothing is more valuable than a good education. When you acquire knowledge, you give rise to the possession of mind power. Let's hear what some people on the street are saying about today's hot topic.
No matter what walk of life you have come from, to strive in life and to succeed in life, education is the key.
The teachers I had at Chicago State really focused on teaching us how to teach. And there were a lot of things I didn't know when I graduated, but the fact that they provided me with the skills to take whatever I did know, make it applicable to kids' lives, made me a good teacher and a good coach.
I just knew I had to make it. You know, I was one of the first of my family to ever make it through college.
I am Professor Christine Houston, and you have greatness in you.
We have to take a short break. When we return, we learn wisdom for a healthy you.
Wisdom Keys for Greatness, Rules of Success for Teens, book and workbook by Will Horton will get you ready for success. Rules of Success for Teens prepares you for future success and greatness. The rule of conduct for tomorrow's success is to prepare for it today. Be ready to board the success train when it stops at your station in life. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
My name is Dominique, and I want to be a psychiatric doctor. I want to be in law enforcement, a professional football player, a marine biologist,
be a lawyer.
I want to be a veterinarian, a teacher, to be a doctor. I want to be a songwriter.
Don't just be ordinary. I want you to become extraordinary.
Not only that you have to have goals, but you have to work towards them. I learned that the first step to success is to believe in myself and always keep going on with your dreams and to never let go of them. To choose your friends correctly, because if you don't, you can go down the wrong path.
For Success Camp information, call 773-445-2400.
The ABCs of Self-Esteem by Will Horton can be used to help children develop highly effective habits that will lead to happiness and success in life. The ABCs of Self-Esteem was written for families to enhance and build self-esteem in both young and old. Buy the ABCs of Self-Esteem at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Martin Luther King Jr. is a Hero, an inspirational book for children from early childhood through middle and late childhood. Martin Luther King Jr. is a Hero will help parents and children better plan their life's journey, aim, and destination. The book will help young children give birth to their dreams. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. As always, shipping is free.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500.
Welcome back. Let's learn wisdom for a healthy you.
In this society in America, we have a great deal of acid in our diets. We eat a great deal of processed foods, meats, soda pop. All of those things are very high in acid. In fact, it has come to my attention that only 8 ounces of pop cause the body to overtax itself to detoxify that amount of acid. And actually it causes 32 glasses of water to neutralize the acid in just 1 8-ounce glass of pop. So I have really tried to encourage some of my patients over the past few years to either eliminate the soda pop from their diet or at least decrease it where they're not drinking it every day. And literally individuals have come into the office telling me that early joint pains or even abdominal pain, as if they're having stomach aches, has decreased dramatically just by getting the pop out of their diet.
We have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get up close and personal with Dr. Grace Dawson. Stay with us.
For the best in limousine service, ride with a Butler. Call Butler Limousine, 708-758-5466.
The ABCs of Success, A to Z Rules and Action Steps for Success by Will Horton will help give rise to victorious living. They will help you condition your mind for success, keep a positive attitude, get in the success zone, achieve success and victory. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Will Horton's Power Quotes is a 6-volume collection of power quotes that will get you in the power zone. Volume 1, Power for Dreams. Volume 2, Power for Success. Volume 3, Power for Hopes. Volume 4, Power for Winning. Volume 5, Power for Greatness. Volume 6, Power for Life. Future success awaits those who make the best use of the present, says Horton. Will Horton's Power Quotes, the 6-volume set, is available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Positive Mind Concepts by Will Horton can help awaken the greatness that is within the inner self, the mental and spiritual self. Positive Mind Concepts are mental stimulators and motivators that have the ability to produce an enduring effect on the unconscious mind. Buy the book, Positive Mind Concepts, at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
The Biblical Success Principles, The Laws and Power of God by Will Horton is a theology of success. The Biblical Success Principles book and study guide can be used to bring forth God's will and purpose for your life. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Welcome back. I have the great educator, Dr. Grace Dawson, with me. Dr. Dawson, you went from ADC to PhD. Tell me about that great accomplishment.
We were on aid to dependent children when I was a child and stayed on aid to dependent children until I was 17 and graduated from high school. But during the time that we were on ADC, I never knew I was poor. I thought that's what it never stopped us from doing anything we wanted to do. My mother was a great manager of money, and she was able to give us things and buy new clothes for us. We never had to wear hand-me-downs, never missed a meal, but she stressed school. We had to do well in school. She insisted on that, and we had to behave in school. She never had to come up to school because we misbehaved, because she told us if she ever had to do it, we knew what would happen. And then as we went through school and matriculated through the various degrees from bachelor's, master's degree, and PhD, and I said we because I have an identical twin sister, and we have done the same educational academic accomplishments. And I just think if you stick to what you believe in and know that you have to be well educated to achieve a lot in life. And when I say educated, not just having knowledge, but being able to analyze and synthesize and apply that knowledge in the right situations. Having lots of experiences and exposure. And although Mother did not have a lot of money, she paid $0.25 for us to take piano lessons. She paid $0.10 for us to take, and you can see how old I am. I'm talking about 25 cents and 10 cents, to take voice lessons. We had went to church every evening, not because we had to, because we enjoyed it. And we belonged to various drama groups. I was in the church band as well, in the famous Captain Walter Dyer's band at DuSable High School. Then in college, we were in the choir. I sang in the choir too at the church. We had a lot of experiences, and I think today many of the children miss those exposures.
Now, you have been a promoter of two-parent involvement in the lives of children, yet your parents separated when you were young.
Right, when I was 2.
How did this affect your philosophy on education?
Well, my daddy was around, and that's what I think, that you can be separated, divorced, or not married and have a child, a single parent. But if the man, the male, is in the child's life, he can make a big difference. And Daddy was in our lives, although he and Mother were not together. And he was in our lives, all of our lives, until he died at the age of 84. And I think that's what makes the difference, because you aren't yearning for someone who's not there. And when we lived up over the store, I said to my mother, because she didn't have a husband to say it to her, I'm buying you a house when I graduate. So at 21, I bought my mother a house. Worked at the post office for 4 years part-time, saved up $2,500 and put that down on a $15,000 house. So she had a house to live in, her own house, before she passed. And I think that you can do this because you have the person behind you. Our children lack role models. Our children lack the support. And that's where you see all of this violence and ignorance out here, because an adult, and it doesn't have to be your mother, and it doesn't have to be your father. It can be an adult that's interested in the child. So I say to my neighbors, ask the child on this block, ask a child, how was school today? What did you do? So it helped us, because we had people asking us that, people supporting us. It helped us to go from ADC to PhD.
Amen to that, Dr. Dawson. Dr. Dawson has much more to share with us. When we come back, we're going to find out what life lessons she's learned.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500. Discover the personal powers that unlock the genius and greatness in you. Will Horton has written a breakthrough book, The 30 Power Principles, 30 life-changing principles that will help to give birth to your greatness. The book and workbook will bring forth happiness, health, success, and greatness. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Will Horton Power Thoughts on Hopes and Dreams and Will Horton Power Thoughts on Success and Winning are a recipe for success. They will help you give life to your hopes and dreams and put you in the power zone. Power thoughts condition your mind to triumph over negativity and the powerless thoughts that lead to hopelessness and lowered ambitions. They condition your mind for success. You become what you dream, believe, expect, and have faith that you will achieve. These power thoughts will motivate, inspire, and empower you to achieve success and greatness. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free. Wisdom Keys, Great Proverbs and Sayings by Will Horton is a 4-book collection of timeless proverbs and sayings that provide sage advice and guidance for successful living. They are a fountain of knowledge that will inspire, motivate, and empower you to achieve greatness. Book 1, Ability to Extraordinary. Book 2, Failure to Knowledge. Book 3, Lack to Purpose. Book 4, Quarrel to You. Will Horton's Proverbs and Sayings are rules of conduct for successful living. Buy the 4-book set at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Welcome back. We're talking about education with Dr. Grace Dawson. What are some life lessons you've learned, Dr. Dawson?
Well, one life lesson I've learned is that wise elderly people can offer you a lot, and you need to listen to what they have to say. And that's what we were doing when we were coming up. And we made a lot of friends with a lot of older people because they had a lot of wisdom. I also learned that you don't have to have all of the experiences. You can have some of them vicariously. And you should learn from other people's experiences as well as your own. And that will help you, life be easier for you. Also, I learned from life that family is everything. And that if you value your family and listen to your family and work hard to have good family relations, it pays off in the end. And another thing I learned in life, and I try to work at it every day, that is nothing like a good friend. And sometimes friendships might take 5 to 10 years to develop into being a lasting relation. And you should value your friends because they mean a lot. They will make a difference in your life. And you should also pick your friends carefully. When I got ready to graduate from Roosevelt University, one of the teachers told us, and I never forgot, choose who you run with and pick them carefully because your friends can be very influential in your life and you want to do what they do, you like them, and if you got the wrong friends, you might go down the wrong road. So I tried to pick my friends and to value them for their character and what they had to offer. And I also tried to continue to make new friends.
Actually, friendship divides your troubles. Mm-hmm. Great advice, Dr. Dawson. Thanks for sharing. And thank you for joining us on The Greatness in You. I look forward to meeting you one day and hearing about your journey to success and greatness. Remember, you have greatness in you.
This has been a W. Horton production.